Welcome back to GB Guns. We are back from taking the American Classic Commander out to the range. Ran an abbreviated What's for Dinner test, and of course shot some groups. This thing, well, you saw the tabletop video, is very nicely put together, and I gotta say, it shoots like a nicely put together gun. Not to spoil it, I'm going to be cleaning it up from a nice cold winter day on the range. And while I do that, I'll let you guys watch the footage. I'll see you on the other side and give you my final thoughts on the American Classic Commander.
Starting things off with full mag +1.
What's for Dinner for 45 has significantly fewer options just because there aren't as many out there. You'll notice that 185 grain is pretty much the standard for hollow points in 45. We do have the 165 from Federal, but considering that a lot of folks think 1911s don't feed hollow points, it'll be interesting to see what these 4 different defensive loads do. Alright, so What's for Dinner is a smaller selection. We're going to be shooting just 4 targets on the right side of the target because in our warm-ups we noticed we're both hitting a little left with this gun. Might just be that the sight's slightly off. It is adjustable, but we don't have the tools for that with us. We're going to kick it off with Golden Saber HP from Remington. This is 185 grain. It's a brass jacketed hollow point, which is where it gets the Golden Saber name from. Very successful round, usually runs pretty well. We'll see how the commander likes it. Got to pause for wind, moving the target. Our next load is from SIG, their Elite Performance Ammunition V Crown. This is also 185 grain for target number 7. And you might notice we are still hitting a little bit left. Next up is the Federal Premium Low Recoil load. This is only 165 grains, which is pretty light for 45 ACP. See if it will cycle this shorter commander size barrel. I will say the recoil was indeed softer on those. It felt almost like the impulse was being cut off mid-stroke. Back to 185 grain, the classic Hornady Critical Defense. Significantly more recoil in that load. And folks, if you're wondering about the different camera angle this time, that's because thanks to the way the sun's shining, if we had the ejection port side footage as we normally do, you'd be staring at a washed out background. We'd be backlit horribly, so just deal with it. For our 5 shots from 7 yards grouping, we'll be using the SIG Elite Performance Ammunition. This is a standard 230 grain full metal jacket. recoil with that load.
And for my shots, I'll be using the 230 grain Fiocchi ammunition. Flinched on that last one, but did get a couple rounds in the same hole. Proud of that. My thoughts on the American Classic Commander 1911. It's an absolutely beautiful gun. My favorite type of gun is a 1911. The lines on this gun are absolutely beautiful. The grip, super slim. I can easily fit both of my hands on it without an extended magazine. The trigger shoe is textured, so I personally enjoy that, so that I can really get a feel for where I'm pulling on that trigger. For a 45 ACP, great recoil. I don't feel like it's too harsh. I feel really comfortable with it. Unfortunately, the sights are a little bit off today, and so both GB Guns and I were aiming at target but hitting left, and so we unfortunately didn't have the tools with us today to get that fixed, but overall this gun is absolutely amazing. Really enjoyed it.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this, watching that as much as we enjoyed shooting it. Man, the bluing on this is so rich, by the way, that any oil basically just comes right off of it. It's an impeccable finish. Really enjoyed this gun. It performed wonderfully, as I've come to expect from anything from the Metro Arms line. My opinion on this, and I don't say stuff like this often, as you know, we are a not-for-profit channel, and I don't make any money off of anything that I really do on here. But if you're interested in one of these, I would say go grab it now, because they go for a charm. Very, very inexpensive for the quality you're getting. I've handled a lot of different handguns in the time on GB Guns, and a decent amount of 1911s, I'd say. I have never encountered this grade of fit, finish, quality, shootability at anywhere near this price. This gun could easily go for $1,500 and compete among some of the top customs out there. Just an incredible gun. Very impressed with the American Classic Commander. Very cool gun. If you're new to 1911s, this would spoil you. If you've shot a few 1911s, go find one of these, ask your dealer, and handle it, and you will appreciate what I'm talking about. Very impressive gun. Thanks for watching.